Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors tonight, Game 6. Guys, what a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, guys, I have to say, when it comes down to it, this was a convincing, dominating win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. I mean, you know, this was honestly the best out of the Lakers that I ever seen from them so far in this playoffs. I mean, all across the board, offensively, defensively, similar type of performances what we saw in Game 1 against the Golden State Warriors when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers, doing very well when it comes to beating one of the top teams, in the Western Conference and defeating the reigning champs of the NBA and in the Golden State Warriors. And now the Lakers will advance into the Western Conference Finals. Guys, I have to say, never in my wildest dreams when it comes to this season that I did not expect the Lakers to go this far into the playoffs. At most, I predicted they will make the play-in, and that's it because of how the roster was constructed at the time. But now, more than anything, after the changes at the trade deadline, all thanks to Rob Pelinka and the Lakers management, I mean, things started to get more brighter, more like exciting now that the Lakers are now a basketball team. And now more than anything, more than likely now, the Lakers are not just a playoff team, but they can be a championship team at the end of all this after now advancing to the Western Conference Finals, beating the reigning champs in the Golden State Warriors when it comes down to it. I mean, just to say what Rabbit said, they were dethroned. The Warriors were dethroned when it comes down to it. I mean, when all said and done, this was a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to beating the reigning champs of the NBA in the Golden State Warriors. And now, more than anything, after this loss, I think the Warriors now have to look at their roster, look at their franchise, and I don't know, maybe they need to make some changes or something when it comes down to their personnels, their managements, the players that are involved in that team. I mean, it's just a matter of time until that particular notion will be in place when it comes to changing the Golden State Warriors and their franchise now. And lots of players need to, going to be mentioned in potential offseason moves, or that's what the Suns are doing when it comes to their own players and them finding some players to play with Kevin Durant next season with Devin Booker. So, and I want to also post this question in the middle of this live stream, but it's just stay tuned for that. And I want to give you guys my thoughts about my own question to all of you about a certain player. If you guys are following me on social media, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. There's a certain player that maybe the Lakers will potentially look at if things don't go well in the offseason when it comes to bringing back some certain players that, the Lakers cannot pay. And maybe the Lakers will potentially see some other options in the offseason to potentially sign in free agency. But that's a long ways to go. But I do have a question for all of you, and I will potentially make that known for all of you. So just stay tuned for that, and I will appear it on the screen once I get to that. So with that being said, guys, I mean, the Lakers dethroned the reigning champs in the Golden State Warriors, and now they're heading into the Western Conference Finals and against one of the top seed in the Western Conference in the Denver Nuggets. So the Lakers had a history of beating the Nuggets in the past, especially a couple of times in the Western Conference Finals, once in 2009 and again in 2020 at the bubble. Can the Lakers do it again? Sort of remains to be seen now, because now more than anything, it's crunch time. All right, everything comes down to the wire at the Western Conference Finals. I have to say, guys, this is one of those type of moments where the Lakers just have to buckle down, watch tape. They have basically until Wednesday to get some rest time, and that's perfect timing because obviously the injury to where is he at? This guy right here, obviously dealing with some ankle issues, and also with Anthony Davis as well. So, when it comes down to his concussion that he suffered, last game in Game 5 against the Golden State Warriors. So, with that being said, I mean, hopefully a speedy recovery, or maybe not speedy recovery because he obviously played tonight, but hopefully not any future symptoms will emerge when it comes to Anthony Davis, and obviously with LeBron dealing with some ankle issues from both of his legs. I mean, for some reason, it's not the one that he injured during the regular season. It's a newest one that he suffered in Game 5. So now, more than anything, there's resting time. The Lakers have until Wednesday to get some rest and see some tape of the Denver Nuggets and see where their weaknesses are. And I think I'll get into that in this live stream. So please stay tuned for that. And I really appreciate all your love, support you guys have shown me all across social media. So with that being said, guys, I mean, this is just a perfect way of how the Lakers will, start off their another journey in the playoffs in the Western Conference by eliminating another top seed in the Western Conference in the Denver Nuggets. And, guys, if those of you who don't know me, I mean, I'm a Laker fan through and through. All right. I mean, I'm a diehard Laker fan. I bleed purple and gold. But for those of you who know me, my second favorite team is the Denver Nuggets, surprisingly. And now both of my favorite teams now are going to be facing in the Western Conference. And you guys know me, representing Lakers here. All right. I'm going to be rooting for the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. And I'm rooting for them to beat the Denver Nuggets. But if it's the other way around, if the Lakers somehow lose in the Western Conference and the Nuggets go to the NBA Finals and maybe either facing the Miami Heat or maybe the 76ers or the Celtics, you better know I'm going to root for the Nuggets when it comes to, my second favorite team in the NBA. So with that being said, I'm going for all Lakers in the Western Conference, and they have the full capability of doing so because of depth. The Lakers have some huge depth against the Denver Nuggets, and when it comes down to it, I think the Lakers will bring their A game once we reach Wednesday's matchup against the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Final. So I'm rooting for the Lakers, no doubt about it, and I'm really looking forward to this matchup, when it comes down to it. So really can't wait. Let's see here. I'm seeing some comments coming in. Rabbit, you're the only guy that's commenting. That's great. Hopefully, for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream, and I will display them on the screen and read them out loud, so we can have some good conversation and some engagement in this live stream. So please do so. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Western Conference Finals starts Tuesday, May 16th. So I might be mistaken then. I don't know. For some reason, I thought that it would be Wednesday because obviously, I don't know, maybe the Lakers need to take some resting time or something like that. But if it is Tuesday, then obviously the Lakers have a couple of days off, still some resting time. I mean, they have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and obviously just 3 days off, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah. So they have 3 days off. So if it's not, I mean, they have until Wednesday, so more Western time. So, and now more than anything, the Lakers will potentially just during those times of rest, they will potentially look at tapes, see the films, what's good and what's bad about the Denver Nuggets, and obviously they will capitalize on their weaknesses and see who they are when it comes to their kryptonite. I mean, we all know about the matchups between Anthony Davis and the Joker, Jokic, when it comes to their history in the past, when it comes to them guarding each other. And obviously, the kryptonite to Nikola Jokic, the Joker, is Anthony Davis. Now we just have to hope that Anthony Davis stays healthy for the rest of the Western Conference Finals, and hopefully, when it comes down to it, they will potentially, he will potentially bring his A game in that matchup against the Golden State Warriors. So, with that being said, guys, I mean, this was a great opportunity for the Lakers what they did tonight, and being the Golden State Warriors, the reigning champs. And now they have another objective to do, another assignment, and that is to beat the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. So, and obviously it's going to be at Denver, game one. So could the Lakers do it again and win a game one series against their opponents? They may do it again, because obviously they did it twice with the Memphis Grizzlies, with the Golden State Warriors. Could they do it again in Denver in game one? Sort of remains to be seen at this particular moment in time. So really can't wait. And hopefully the Lakers will bring their A game heading into the Western Conference Finals in game one against the Denver Nuggets. So really can't wait. Let's see here. More comments here from Rabbit. Let's see here. They gave Poole a big contract. They're stuck. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Once he got paid, man, I mean, he really went downhill after that. And especially when it comes to his playoff performances, it was nothing compare to his run when he won a championship last year. So obviously Jordan Poole is a guy that most teams in the NBA really, most teams maybe going to be looking at when it comes to certain trades that maybe the Golden State Warriors will potentially, basically bid when it comes to off season. So we just have to wait and see when it comes to what the Warriors will do when it comes to changing up their roster. Obviously, we're not sure about the future of Draymond Green, because I just got notifications during the live stream that Draymond said that he is a Warrior. So with that being said, could he, I don't know, come back to the Golden State Warriors next season? I mean, he's still under contract. I think he has a player option. So will he pick that up? So it remains to be seen. And, we all know about the rumors lately when it comes to, that before the season ever started, that, Draymond, could he go to the Los Angeles Lakers and team up with the Lakers and obviously team up with LeBron and Anthony Davis? It's still a long shot. I personally think, we just have to wait and see about, first of all, bringing back our own players when it comes down to it. So we just have to wait and see. Hopefully the Lakers will potentially see the needs that they need to, cover when it comes to the offseason and their plans of bringing back certain players like Austin Reeves, who obviously he played great. And I'll get to all the stats in just a bit, but I just have to really commend on the overall performance from the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to beating the reigning champs in the in the semifinals. And now, more than anything, we're moving on, advancing into the Western Conference Finals. So, and then the matchup will be against the Denver Nuggets. So, really looking forward to that matchup, and hopefully the Lakers will bring their A game in that matchup, because Denver Nuggets, they're no scrubs. Okay, they're the number one seed for a reason. So, and they stay that way for almost like 2 months remaining of the regular season. So it just showed you right there that the Denver Nuggets are a team to be reckoned with, and hopefully the Lakers will bring their A game against Jokic, against Jamal Murray, and Jordan Poole. Michael Porter Jr. Of the Denver Nuggets. So and Aaron Gordon and those guys. So just the Lakers. They just have to bring their A game when it comes to the Denver Nuggets. So for sure. Let's see some more comments here before I get into the team stats and just how the Lakers played tonight against the Golden State Warriors. Let's see here. More comments from Rabbit. Really appreciate you commenting on these live streams, buddy. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who are joining me, please, comment in this live stream and I read them out. And we have some good engagements here. So let's let's do it. Let's do it. Obviously the Lakers beat them without Schroeder for the most of the second half. Because he got injected. Surprisingly, I think he was in. I think he had an argument with Draymond Green, and both players got ejected. So, and speaking of Draymond getting ejected, I don't think it would have made a huge difference for the Golden State Warriors to have Draymond in the game, but I think now more than anything, I think his job is on the line, or his his career with the Golden State Warriors could be questionable at most now after he got ejected. So with that being said, I think, but there was no reason for Dennis Schroeder to get ejected, in my opinion. It was just an argument. I don't know. There weren't no fist throwing or anything like that. But regardless, the refs. Just the rest in general this season for the Lakers have been horrible. But, it is what it is at this particular moment when it comes to this particular team. So, this particular league with these certain refs. So it's unfortunate, but, hopefully things will get better for the Lakers after this win, and maybe the refs will do their jobs and, commit, call fouls against a certain team that commits them against the Los Angeles Lakers. So, especially when it comes to the Denver Nuggets. So we have to hope for that. So it was such a great game, guys, I have to say. And, thank you for your comment, Rabbit. I really appreciate it. So with that being said, let's get to the team stats right away. Let's get into it. Obviously, when you look at how the Lakers performed tonight, they were great all across the board. When you look at the scoring, the offensive side, the defensive side, I mean, regardless of how things went for the Lakers, it was for the better when it comes down to it. I mean, overall, LeBron leading the way for the Los Angeles Lakers. Or no, let me talk about the team stats for a bit. Obviously, when it comes to the field goals, the Lakers killed it. I mean, it was such a blowout win tonight that the Lakers were a much better team, and they were great offensively against the reigning champs in the Golden State Warriors. So when you look at the field goal numbers, the Lakers shot around 52% from the field to the Golden State Warriors 38%. Just want to round up there. So with that being said, I mean, the Lakers were the better field goal percentage team. Surprisingly, the free throws goes to the Los Angeles Lakers. The 3-pointers the Lakers made was sensational. They shot 50% from the three. And then I want to try something. I mean, I want to zoom in here if I can. I don't know if it will work. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see, much clearer if I just zoomed in a bit. There we go. Now it's working. There we go. I'm just seeing on my end that if I'm zooming in, it will help you guys read better, instead of seeing it from afar. So there we go. So with that being said, the 3-pointers, the Lakers shot 50% of their free 3-pointers to the Golden State Warriors 27. So they struggled, the Golden State Warriors, when it comes to their threes. And it's been that way for almost for this series so far. I mean, Steph Curry, his shots were not going in because of the dominance on the defensive side for the Los Angeles Lakers. So with that being said, it was such a great opportunity for the Lakers to just dominate in that particular area. So, and what a good way for them to beat a team that's known for their shooting and for them to do what they did tonight. So great job out there for the Lakers when it comes to their 3-pointers. The turnovers, obviously, most of that goes to the Golden State Warriors with 11 turnovers to the Lakers 7. And then the rebounding, obviously, it goes to the Golden State Warriors for 52. And, the Lakers had 46 rebounds. Let's go to the full screen here. And hold on, let me zoom out there we go. You know what? I just heard some. There we go. Oh, it's muted. It's muted, so that's good. Hopefully, the sound does not affect my talking of this video here. But if it does, I will mute it right away. But with that being said, let's see here. There we go. There we go. All right, and now we zoom in. See, this is the cool part about this this streaming access that I found. That's obviously is really great to have. Obviously, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Let's see here. Obviously, the field goals, I talked about that. The free throws for the Los Angeles Lakers, they made 31 of their 42. Surprisingly, I can't see. Oh, there we go. The percentages. Lakers shot 73.8% of their free throws to the Golden State Warriors 71. And then obviously I talked about the rebounding numbers, and offensively it goes to offensively it goes to the Golden State Warriors. To the Lakers defensively, it goes to them. And obviously they made 41 of their defensive rebounds, and obviously they tie with assists with the Lakers. When it comes to the Golden State Warriors, steals goes to the Lakers, and the blocks as well. And guys, when it comes down to it, the foul trouble, that was the key to the Lakers' success in this series in general. As I mentioned, and I think the NBA analytics will tell you that fouls, number one team in fouls troubles, goes to the Golden State Warriors. So this really worked into the Lakers' favor when it comes to them having the Warriors foul them every chance that they get. So this was a good, defensive-minded move from Darvin Ham. And just speaking of Darvin Ham, I mean, he's having a good accomplishment as a head coach now. I mean, with him, how he's playing in the playoffs, coaching in the playoffs, kind of tells you that this guy is just on a whole different level when it comes to a guy who can be a playoff coach, even though the regular season has been questionable. And, it's obviously his rookie year as a head coach and, first time head coaching for the Los Angeles Lakers. So with that being said, I mean, this is just a great opportunity for him to show what he's made of in the playoffs. So good kudos to Darvin Ham of reaching this far into the playoffs as a guy who never coached a head coaching job in his career, and now more than anything coaching for one of the most storied franchises in the NBA and in the sports world, in the Los Angeles Lakers. So kudos to Darvin Ham. But as I mentioned, the fouls. I mean, Lakers allowed the Golden State Warriors to foul them every chance that they get. So just kudos to the Los Angeles Lakers of doing that. And obviously 2 technicals went to the Lakers, to the Warriors 1. And obviously when you look at the largest leads, it all goes to the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, it all started from the first, second, third, fourth quarter. The Warriors never took a lead whatsoever. And, with that being said, I mean, it was just such a great win for the Lakers from offense to defense. And it was just great all across the board when it comes down to the Lakers and their huge win tonight against the reigning champs in the Golden State Warriors. And now they are advancing into the Western Conference Finals to face the Denver Nuggets. And guys, I just had to say, it was such a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight. I don't know why it took me to the screen. I was going to go to the box score, but it just took me to LeBron's stats. But obviously, when you look at LeBron's stats, I mean, he was great out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers, and just how well they played. It was so good out there tonight. There we go. There's what I want to talk about, and that is the Lakers. Player stats. Obviously, let's talk about the man of the hour, the guy who saved the Lakers in this series tonight with his dominant performance, and that is LeBron James. LeBron playing for 43 minutes, went 10 of 14 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three, and averaging tonight 30 points, leading the way for the Los Angeles Lakers in scoring with 30 points, had 9 rebounds and 9 assists, and had 1 block, and I believe he had 2 steals out there tonight. So he had a great night, leading the way for the Los Angeles Lakers, and we needed him to lead us in that direction tonight in this dominant performance tonight against the Golden State Warriors, a team that he really knows from front to back during his times with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And, since then, he just knows the formula of how to beat a shooting dominating team in the Golden State Warriors. And that's what LeBron did out there tonight. So great job out there for LeBron, obviously saving the Lakers in this series in Game 6 and being our savior tonight when it comes down to it. So just great job from his efforts out there tonight. But, there was more efforts from all of our Lakers out there tonight. And obviously, let's talk about Anthony Davis, a guy who, there was a lot of question about his status of how he will play tonight. Obviously, in Game 5, he suffered a concussion late into the fourth quarter where the Lakers were obviously going to lose in that game, in Game 5 at the Chase Center in the Golden State Warriors home court. So with that, it was just a matter of time until the Lakers were going to come back home in Game 6 and finishing off the Golden State Warriors there. And they achieved it tonight, and we're in the Western Conference Finals because of that. But Anthony Davis played very well, played 40 minutes, a guy who was questionable when it comes to his status because he was not in concussion protocol, but when it comes down to it, he was healthy, ready to go, and obviously he did tonight. When you look at his numbers, he's averaged 17 points out there tonight, but offensively aside, his defense was the main reason why the Lakers won tonight as well. He put up 20 rebounds out there tonight. I mean, this is the type of numbers that Anthony Davis needs to put up on a daily basis. And now moving forward into the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets. I mean, that's what we need from Anthony Davis when it comes to his rebounding. The guy who needs to grab those rebounds every chance that he gets, especially when it comes to Nikola Jokic, the Joker, who is a dominant force to be reckoned with. I mean, even Shaq and I believe Kendrick Perkins even mentioned the idea that they are, he is basically one of the most dominating big men in this league. And obviously, I don't want to go too far in what Shannon Sharp said about him, but he's basically one of the greatest centers in NBA history, which I just very blasphemy when it comes down to his statement there on Undisputed. But it is what it is. I mean, obviously he has an opinion, but it is what it is. So with that being said, I mean, but regardless, Nikola Jokic has to get through Anthony Davis when it comes to him trying to win games for his own team. And obviously, when it comes down to it, guys, as I mentioned, defensively is what Anthony Davis needs to bring to the table heading into the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets, and for him to guard a guy like Nikola Jokic when it comes down to it. So 20 rebounds out there tonight and had 2 blocks and 2 steals for the Lakers. So finally, we see some blocks and some defensive side of the ball from Anthony Davis after for the past 2 games, he was averaging 0 blocks and 0 steals when it came down to his performances for these past couple of games. But he came back and obviously dominated defensively. So great job out there for Anthony Davis. Dennis Schroeder, obviously, Coach Ham decided to change up the lineup, and obviously it worked in his favor. Having Dennis Schroeder, obviously be in the starting lineup at the point guard position, leading the role in that particular area. Played for 25 minutes, had 3, but I think most of that had to do with him getting ejected. So we did not see a lot from him when it came to the second half. But, it is what it is. He did his part, helped the Lakers out a bit, facilitating the ball. Obviously, you put up 3. But when you look at his numbers in general, he put up 5 assists out there tonight and had 2 rebounds. And I believe he had 1 block out there. So, I mean, his presence was known. It was obviously needed. But at the same time, Jared Vanderbilt, more thing, he needs to back and start, in my own opinion, because defensively is what needs to happen for this Lakers team when it comes to dominating against the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. So that's my hope. That's my hope that hopefully Darvin Ham will change up the lineup in that particular area. But we just have to wait and see about what type of lineup will be implemented in the Game 1 series against the Denver Nuggets. So, but smart move by Darvin Ham to have Dennis Schroeder start for the Los Angeles Lakers in that particular area. D'Angelo Russell, his presence was known out there tonight, and obviously it was much needed when it comes to his playmaking out there tonight. When it comes down to it, I think he played more shooting guard than, or maybe it was the other way around. Maybe he was playing small forward, because I think in this lineup, in the starting lineup, where obviously Darvin Ham wanted to play a 3-guard lineup. So once again, he went into that particular area once again. But, obviously it worked in the Lakers' favor, because we ended this series against the Golden State Warriors, in the semifinals, beating the reigning champs. So obviously it worked, but obviously the Lakers need to go back to their original lineup, because, defensively is the key to beating the Denver Nuggets, in my own opinion. So, but anyway, D'Lo put up 19 points, had 2 rebounds out there tonight, and had 1 steal out there tonight, and went 2 of 7 from the 3. He struggled from the 3s, but most of those 3s came from Austin Reeves, and his performance out there tonight. Had 23 points out there tonight, and had went 4 of 5 from the 3. So he was our shooter in tonight's game, other than Lonnie Walker, which I'll get to him in just a bit. But when you look at that, it was just a great performance from Austin Reeves, and especially his half-court buzzer beater, which obviously took the Lakers over the hump at the end of the halftime. And, since then, the Lakers dominated in the third, and it's all because of Austin Reeves and his shooting abilities out there tonight. And hopefully we'll see more of that in the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets. So hopefully he'll be our key guy to winning in that series. Let's talk about the second unit now. Rudy Hachimura put up 9 points out there tonight. Jared Vanderbilt off the bench after being moved off the starting lineup in place of Dennis Schroeder. His presence was not really known out there because of the dominance of our starting lineups, but hopefully we will see more out of him defensively going into the Western Conference Finals. So hopefully very soon. Troy Brown Jr. continuously being a guy who's just part of the rotation, part of the the rotation. Obviously, we've been hearing a lot lately from certain analysts that Troy Brown Jr. could be a key help for the Lakers, and maybe he will once we face the I believe excuse me, when it comes down to it, maybe once we face the the Golden State, no, excuse me, the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. So that's our hope for that. And then other than that, I mean, Lonnie Walker put up 13 points for the Lakers, went 3 of 5 from the three. So obviously he's going to be a big help for us, part of that second unit along with Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, part of that 7-man rotation, or maybe 8-man rotation, part of the Lakers rotational plan of that. So we just have to wait and see about that and how Darvin Ham will implement a type of rotation when it comes to facing the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. So, yeah, guys, I mean, it was such a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. I mean, they dominated all across the board when it came down to their performances tonight. And, with that, the Lakers were triumphant when it comes to beating the Golden State Warriors, the reigning champs in the semifinals. And now, more than anything, the Lakers have the capabilities now of getting some rest times and just having the opportunity to see who they will potentially be facing in the Western Conference Finals. Who are the Denver Nuggets? I mean, are they a team that the Lakers can capitalize and defend and beat them in the Western Conference? I mean, the Lakers are just breaking all sort of barriers when it comes to, the just that alone. The Lakers will have the capabilities of, proving us all wrong, analytics wrong, and just do wherever they can to potentially, yeah, and in that sort of area. Sorry, guys, if somehow, I'm lagging or something. I'm just having bad internet connection at the moment, but hopefully you guys can hear me well, and hopefully I'm almost done this live stream, so just bear with me in just a bit. I just want to read more into the comments here because after going for, I believe, maybe 10 minutes of just going through the minutes, the team stats and everything, now I got that done with, and I'll now talk or read your comments here. Hold on, let me first. Let me just. Yeah, there we go. Muted that. There we go. So let's see here. Turbo, welcome to the live stream, man. I really appreciate you joining. What's up, ZSPN? Lakers in 6. I knew it. Yeah, we all knew that. I mean, that was just out of the idea of how the Lakers. They were obviously going to end it in Game 6. We all predicted it, and that's what the Lakers did. They did it against the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round, and now against the Golden State Warriors, the reigning champs. And now the Lakers, could they do it again against the Denver Nuggets? It's just sort of remains to be seen at this particular moment in time. So, yeah, guys, we just have to wait and see about that. But yeah, it was such a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers, and now they're back in the Western Conference Finals since 2020. So when they were in the bubble. So, and ironically, it was against the Denver Nuggets. So Anthony defeat Jokic and Jamal Murray and just the rest of those crew. It sort of remains to be seen because they are the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. But let's all remember the Lakers. I believe they were also, I believe at the time they were the 2nd seed in 2020, and I believe the Nuggets were the 1st seed as well. So with that being said, I mean, it's just another matchup and another rematch against the Denver Nuggets. So, hopefully the Lakers will come out on top in that particular matchup once we reach either Tuesday or Wednesday matchup. So, we just had to hopefully wait and see, how the Lakers will potentially, end up finishing off the in that series against the Denver Nuggets. So, yeah, we just have to wait and see about that. Let's see here. More from Turbo. The Lakers need to focus on stealing game one in Denver, and the Lakers are good. Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, right? I mean, they did it once against the Memphis Grizzlies. They did it against the reigning champs in the Golden State Warriors. Could the Lakers do it again? It sort of remains to be seen in that particular area. Could they potentially do it? It sort of remains to be seen. So, but I have full confidence that the Lakers will, because they have a history of doing that, and Lakers take full advantage of when it comes to winning or stealing game one series against a home court team when it comes down to it. So we always have to wait and see about that when it comes to the Lakers and their opportunity of stealing game one against the Denver Nuggets. But, we just have to wait and see about that. And hopefully the Lakers will bring their A game. And, now more than anything, the Denver Nuggets, they are more rested now. So hopefully, with the Lakers, they can get some momentum from a team that obviously ended their series really early. So it's kind of like a similar situation of what the Memphis Grizzlies were when it comes to them trying to win their own game one series. But obviously it did not happen with the Lakers doing so. So, yeah, to answer your question, that's the focus for sure. And that's hopefully the Lakers will achieve in the first game of the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets at their home court in Mile High. So we just have to wait and see about that. Let's see here more from Turbo. Let's talk about this. AD versus Jokic. I choose AD all day. That's simple. I mean, he did it before. When you look at the matchups between AD versus Jokic, some reason, Jokic has a kryptonite, and that is Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis did it before against Jokic in 2020 at the bubble, and it obviously worked in his favor. He dominated all across the board when it comes to just, defeating, Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. I mean, we all remember that game-winning shot that he made at the bubble, where obviously it took us over the hump. And, after that, history was made on that day. I mean, we won a championship in 2020, and it was for Kobe. And, there was such a great storyline behind that. And obviously it was during the pandemic, unfortunately, but at the same time, a championship is a championship. So with that, hopefully could Anthony Davis put up his defensive abilities and, defensive player mentality and defeat the former MVP, two-time MVP, excuse me. So it could happen. It could happen because obviously we've seen it in the past that, for some reason, every time Anthony Davis guards Nikola Jokic, he always falls into the pressure. I mean, that's just me. I mean, I don't think anybody will disagree with me on that. So, yeah, for sure, Turbo. Anthony Davis will be the guy in that series against the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. So we just have to hope and wait for that to potentially happen for sure. Let's see here. Eddie, welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate it. LeBron James is the greatest player ever, a master of his craft. Yeah, absolutely. LeBron James, man, I mean, if he wins a title this year, there's no doubt that he is the debate between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. It's just going to be equal now. I mean, there's no of saying this. I mean, when it comes down to it, I really believe that, LeBron James is just, on the Mount Rushmore of one of the greatest athletes, greatest basketball players of all time. I mean, he's in my top 5. He's in everyone's top 5 when it comes down to his greatness and what he brings to the table. I mean, in all areas, he can play point guard, he can play shooting guard, small forward, power forward, even center. I mean, the guy is just such a great athlete at his craft, as you said, Eddie. So with that being said, I mean, I absolutely agree with you, and, hopefully he lives up to expectations when it comes to the Western Conference and dominates along with the rest of the Los Angeles Lakers. So, and if he's capable of winning another ring after surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the all-time scoring list, I mean, what a great accomplishment there. I mean, from a team that started 2-10, and we had Russell Westbrook and those guys. I mean, obviously a team that was not expected to be a playoff team. More than anything, they will be a play-in team. And now the Lakers broke all expectations, and we are now in the Western Conference Finals, beating number 2 seed, the number 6 seed, and now could the Lakers beat the number 1 seed in the Western Conference in the Denver Nuggets? We just have to wait and see, for sure. Thank you, Eddie, for your comment. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Straight promo. Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate it. Go Lakers. What a game. Yeah, all across the board. When you look at it, offensively, defensively, they were all over the place. I mean, as I was reading all the stat lines, the Lakers dominated offensively, defensively. They dominated from shooting. I mean, that's just a slap in the face to the Golden State Warriors, a team that's known for making their shots go in. And obviously the Lakers, as I mentioned, I think they shot 50 or 52% from the threes. So offensively, they were making their shots go in, all because of Austin Reeves, who went 4 or 5 from the 3. And I believe Lonnie Walker, who's the second best shooter on the team in this game tonight, went 3 of 5 from the 3. So the Lakers all across the board shooting efforts were just all over the place in that particular area. So great job from the Lakers. They deserve this win, and they dominated in this win in a big way. And now we're in the Western Conference Finals because of it. So really can't wait up to the matchup against the Denver Nuggets. And as you all probably or already mentioned it, but I'll say it again. My second favorite team is the Denver Nuggets. So ironically, 2 of my favorite teams are going to be facing in the Western Conference Finals. But make no mistake, I believe purple and gold. I'm going to root for the Los Angeles Lakers in this matchup, and all across the board, I will be rooting for them. When it comes down to it. So, really looking forward to it. I really can't wait. Let's see here. More from Eddie. I really appreciate your commenting, buddy. I really do. Put Vanderbilt on Jamal Murray. Yeah, absolutely. I even mentioned it in my analysis. Even though Coach Ham decided to bench him, obviously it worked in our favor because we won tonight. But at the same time, he needs to go back to that original starting lineup. We don't want to see another 3-guard lineup again, because obviously it didn't work in the past. And now, more than anything, against the Denver Nuggets. So with that being said, it's just a perfect opportunity for Jared Vanderbilt to bring his defensive ability to the table and obviously dominate in his area of him just being a great defender for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, and now, with him, he will be the guy that will obviously be guarding Jamal Murray. Similar, what's the word for it? I'm trying to look for that word. It's mission, right? I think it's mission. His mission during the matchup against the Golden State Warriors was that he wanted to guard Steph Curry. Now he needs to do that same thing, have the capability of guarding now Jamal Murray, who's a young player who obviously is a great scorer for the Denver Nuggets and a good facilitator, a guy who can command the ball, can be that floor general for that team. So now more than anything, Jared Vanderbilt is our guy to stop Jamal Murray, along with Anthony Davis to stop what's his name? Nikola Jokic. So, really can't wait for that particular matchup for sure. And all of our players in general need to step up their game once we go into the Western Conference Finals in Game 1. So it's going to be a great matchup. Really can't wait for this team to show what they're made of when it comes to their experience of playing in this particular moment, like Anthony Davis, like LeBron James, And with that, the Lakers just had to be prepared. They're going to get some resting time, which obviously they need. But at the same time, we have to make sure that the Lakers will potentially be ready to go in game one in the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, what a great win. We're obviously going to sleep well tonight and wake up happy when it comes to the Lakers achieving the goal and beating all expectations. They beat all my expectations, really. I did not see the Lakers ever reaching the Western Conference Finals after starting 2-10 at the start of the season with a whole different roster. And since the trade deadline, we have been a whole different basketball team and a actual basketball team to be rooting for. I mean, it was just great that Darvin Ham and obviously Rob Pelinka, how he changed up this roster. He deserved, in my opinion, and I think I speak for all Laker fans here, that he deserves the executive award, excuse me, when it comes down to that. But unfortunately, it did not go to him. But it is what it is. But he deserves it. And obviously, the goal is to beat the Denver Nuggets, and they are my second favorite team. But I bleed purple and gold. So with that, I'm really looking forward to the matchup. Potentially on Tuesday or Wednesday, but we just have to wait and see when the scheduling will be out. I personally, I don't know at the moment. Last time I heard, it's either Wednesday, but going back to what Rabbit said, he said it will be Tuesday. So that will be obviously between Tuesday or Wednesday that we have a much better idea of when the Lakers will be playing the Denver Nuggets in game one in the Western Conference Finals. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. I mean, thank you guys for being so patient. I know I started the live stream a little late than what the scheduling time was, but I was just busy celebrating with my family because of the Lakers winning. So obviously I had a, couple of family members that are Denver Nugget fans, but we all, it is what it is. But we celebrated separately. But with that being said, I mean, I just at that moment celebrating the Lakers going back into the Western Conference Finals. So now more than anything, the Lakers have the capability of just getting some resting time, watching tape, and just being prepared for a team that are not scrubs. I mean, they are a team that can, really dominate in games. And now the Lakers have to be ready for that and turn on their defensive drive and, obviously just bring the heat against the Denver Nuggets. I mean, that's the goal in mind. Oh yeah. Thank you for bringing that up, Rabbit. I mean, I did have a question for all of you, during this live stream. Thank you for bringing that up. There we go. Yeah, thank you. I was going to end it without asking it. So before the game started, we saw like a lot of notifications about a certain player that could be in the target for part of the market, a potential trade scenario, or you could potentially get bought out by a certain team. I think we all know where I'm going with this. If you guys follow me on social media, I even posted it about it. And I think I also posted it on the community chat, but I might be mistaken. I probably forgot to do it. But here's the question. Should the Lakers target CP3 in the offseason? Now, what I heard, or what, I can obviously pull it up. Let me show you guys the post that I put up on Facebook. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute, guys. I really appreciate your patience. There we go. All right, here we go. There we go. So the post that I put up on Facebook, it was all over social media. So you guys probably seen it. If you guys haven't yet, please follow me on Facebook. I really appreciate it. Here we go. This is the post I put up. It's obviously, informations that I got from an article, which obviously is dead to on what is out there for the Lakers. Obviously, according to the reports from a certain source, I believe it's from. Let me see here. From sports betting. They have not predicting. They think that the Lakers are the favorites to land CP3 from the Phoenix Suns, and they are a plus 300 to um, to be the leading team uh, for CP3. And then obviously when you look at the other numbers, you look at, I believe, the Minnesota Timberwolves with plus 400, and I believe the LA Clippers, surprisingly, they are plus 600. So, with that being said, guys, I mean, the question shows, and now if you read more into this, obviously, if things don't go according to plan when it comes to the Lakers bringing back D'Angelo Russell, I mean, if the Lakers somehow win a championship this year and D'Angelo Russell wants to get paid, over the extension of what most analytics and what most of us think that he will be getting, maybe he'll ask for more. And maybe the Lakers will potentially say, you know what, we can't pay you that much. We will move on. Do you think the Lakers' plan B should be CP3? Or do you guys think someone else should be in the running for a potential signee if D'Angelo Russell does not come back to the Los Angeles Lakers? So, it's just a type of situation there where the Lakers could potentially, have to see what their options are. Now, I personally think that CP3 is a bit old. He's up there in age. So with that, I think that it's just a long shot for the Lakers to potentially pursue him. He did suffer groin injuries, so and a guy of his stage, of his age, that could obviously play a big toll on that. But at the same time, LeBron James, he's buddy buddy with CP3. I mean, I believe he's the godfather of his children. So with that, that could also play a big role of Rob Pelinka making the decision on that part. But I personally think, guys, that D'Angelo Russell loves where he's at with the Los Angeles Lakers, and I think he will sign an extension ultimately, regardless, with the Los Angeles Lakers. So I just think that is just an outlier. I don't really see that happening, but I just found it interesting that once again the Lakers are in the rumor mill for CP3 once again. Now, I said my piece. I'm going to read your comments now. So, and obviously, I'm probably going to see a lot of hate towards this, but it's out there. So it's not me that's saying this. It is certain outlets out there that are saying this. So don't kill the messenger. Obviously, go after the guy who I guess put that out there. I think sports betting. So they're not a news outlet. They're just a betting organization. So with that, let's see here. Getting them already. All right, it's all good. It's all good here. Please, no sympathy. No, thank you. I agree with you. All right, I get it. So, I just think that D'Angelo Russell will be coming back. Okay, he will be getting a huge extension for sure from Rob Pelinka, and with that, he will be back with the Los Angeles Lakers. He just fits. He just fits with the Los Angeles Lakers, and plus a guy who is a young player obviously plays a big role in that, but especially with the timeline of not with LeBron James, but with Anthony Davis. So, with that, I believe that D'Angelo Russell is the better option than what CP3 is. But Like I said, I had to put that out there. I personally think it's not going to happen because, obviously you have to trade for him. Now, could the Phoenix Suns just buy him out? It's an option, but at the same time, we just have to wait and see about that. So, what's the Lakers' plans in the offseason? But I don't see the Lakers going after CP3 unless D'Angelo Russell commands huge money, for the Lakers to give him, and maybe the Lakers will decline it or something like that. He could be a second option, but I'm here to tell you, look at other options. Okay, look at other options because CP3 is up there in age. He obviously suffered a groin injury, which obviously was obviously this season was not his year. I mean, he's not the 20, I believe, what was it, 2021 or 2022 run when the Phoenix Suns were in the NBA Finals, where he was dominating in with big numbers, and obviously he got paid because of it. So, but it's out there. It's out there. So please, like as I said, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just putting out the facts out there. So let's see more here. Sorry, let me scroll up. There we go. More from Turbo. I get it, man. I get it. A CP3 is trash. His days are over. Yeah, I mean, I really think so too. I mean, the guy is just up there in age. I don't think that the Lakers need to start bringing back some oldie players like they did in 2021 when we signed every single athlete that was over 30, so, or late 30s. So we don't want to do that for sure. Let's see more here. Rabbit. Let's see. In a trade, no, our youngers have our youngest have too much upside. If he's bought out, yes, he's better than Schroeder. Yeah, I agree with that. When you look at it, who's a better player for a guy who can come off the bench for the Lakers, who has the floor general esque a future Hall of Famer? Who is better? Do you think it's CP3 or Dennis Schroeder, especially when it comes to the regular season? I think it does go in that favor if he's bought out. If he signs a veteran minimum with the Los Angeles Lakers, then fine, bring him in. But I don't want him to be the starter for the Lakers. I don't want him to be a big focal point of the team. He'll be just a part of the rotation. At best, backupping D'Angelo Russell. So I agree with you on that, Rabbit. I think that if he's bought out, and if there's other alternatives, if there's no other young player out there that's not Dennis Schroeder, then you should pursue those particular players. But if somehow CP3 is the only player out there that gets bought out from the Phoenix Suns, it won't hurt. It won't hurt. I mean, obviously he wants to be, I don't think he's done yet. I think he still has plenty of years out, out for the Lakers to be, for his career to be dominant. But I just think that he's already too late now. That's my own opinion about that. So let's see here from Turbo. Lakers don't need CP3, period. I agree. But at the same time, there's other options, So if he gets bought out, maybe it won't stop the Lakers from pursuing him. Maybe he'll sign a veteran minimum. It could be a possibility. So, but I agree. I agree with you. I mean, if the Lakers do decide to find someone that's has a similar skill set of what Dennis Schroeder has, only a bit better when it comes to shooting. I mean, I can't really think of any at the top of my head at this particular moment, but once I get more in depth about the Lakers offseason plans and who they potentially be pursuing in free agency, then for sure I'll bring that to you guys for sure. So yeah, for sure. Stop it. Yeah, I get it. We'll stop. I just had to bring it up. I wanted to bring this to you guys' attention. And obviously we get some good feedback from all of you, especially from Turbo. So let's see here. CP3 wants a free ride getting a championship, and he doesn't, and he don't want any. No, thank you. I rather have D'Angelo Russell and Schroeder. Um, yeah, I agree with you. I absolutely agree. If he doesn't demand a lot of money, then yes, obviously Dennis, excuse me, uh, D'Angelo Russell will be coming back. So that's for sure. I mean, there's no other way of denying that. So, um, but yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Turbo, please don't get angry. So please don't get angry, man. I mean, it's just opinions here. That's what every time there's a player that's on the trade market, Lakers are always involved in those particular trades, especially when it comes to CP3, who has been part of trade rumors regarding with the Lakers probably since 2011 when the Lakers almost traded for him and the trade was going through, but obviously, what's his name? Um, David Stern of the NBA commissioner shut that down, which obviously should have never happened because obviously the dynamic duo of CP3 and God rest his soul, Kobe Bryant would have been great to have. And at the time he was young. So obviously he was already a future Hall of Famer making a name for himself there. So, but it's unfortunate when it comes down to that, but it is what it is. And I absolutely agree. D'Angelo Russell, Dennis Schroeder over CP3 any day. But, to go back to what Rabbit said, what if he signs a veteran? If he's with sign a veteran, will the Lakers accept that? You never know. We just have to wait and see about that. Let's see here from Turbo once again. I hope Reeves stays with the Lakers. He belongs in the Lakers uniform. There's no doubt after that half-court three-pointer at the buzzer and him basically helping the Lakers win this series and obviously dominating in the playoffs. There's no doubt in my mind that the Lakers have to do whatever it takes to bring back Austin Reeves, and he deserves his money. The guy is potentially going to get paid $50 million for the next 4 years. So, and that's the amount that's more than what Alex Caruso got from the Lakers when he won a championship in 2020. So there's no doubt the Lakers will bring back Austin Reeves along with D'Angelo Russell. And also, in my opinion, I think the Lakers should obviously Rui Hachimura. He's going to be coming back as well. So because the Lakers invested a lot to get him. So 3 of those players as also a top priority. Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, and Rui Hachimura. I'm probably missing someone else at the moment, but I'm a bit tired. So I will shortly be ending very soon, but I want to read more of these comments. So let's see here. Let's see more from Turbo. Lakers have money to pay Reeves, so make it happen. Yeah, absolutely they do. And especially for an undrafted player, the Lakers will automatically give him what he wants. So there's no other way of denying it. And, they do have his bird rights, I believe. So if he somehow looks for a contract out there, which obviously a team has to pay him around 50 to, I believe, 60 million. I don't think 60 million is the number. I think it's 50 million for 4 years. So if the Lakers, if he gets that type of contract, the Lakers can match it. And obviously he will get paid that. I made a whole video about it. So go, if you guys want to check that out, just go to my channel and it will be there in the video section. So go check it out. It goes into more depth of the Lakers and their and Austin Reeves and how much does he want from the Los Angeles Lakers. So yeah, let's put that in that consideration. So for sure. Let's see here. Hunter, welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate you joining. Let's see here. I'm so happy that we send them home. Yeah, I mean, it was such a great win. The Lakers dominated offensively, defensively, and now they're in the Western Conference Finals, defeating the reigning champs in the Golden State Warriors. So we all have to be happy about that for sure. More from Hunter. Is the Lakers still looking into Kyrie? I hope not. And here's the reason why. The Lakers need depth, and they have to do so in free agency. And I think Kyrie Irving will be demanding a lot when it comes to finding another contract with the team. So, with that being said, I hope the Lakers will not go that route, and I know they won't. And they even said it, that they're not interested in Kyrie Irving. If anything, they like D'Angelo Russell, and they love the depth that the Lakers have. And I think that's what they're going to do when it comes to, going into free agency and just finding the right pieces to team up with LeBron and Anthony Davis and the rest of the crew. Adding more depth is more important than signing a star player, which obviously the Lakers have a lot of, with D'Angelo Russell and LeBron and Anthony Davis. So that's just me. I just hope the Lakers will not go that route. And I absolutely agree with Turbo of him saying that Lakers don't need Kyrie Hunter. They don't really. I mean, because D'Angelo Russell is just a great fit anyway with the Los Angeles Lakers. So the guy is obviously back in LA, trying to turn here. Let's see here. There we go. This guy right here. He's been a good help for the Los Angeles Lakers and a great fit, especially when it comes to his shooting. Lately, he hasn't been that way for these past couple of games. But, when it comes down to it, I truly believe that, we don't need Kyrie Irving. D'Angelo Russell is our guy for sure. Absolutely agree. Let's see here. More from Turbo. Who you got? AD or Jokic? I got AD all day. I think you already answered that question, right? Or was it someone else? But I can answer it again. I'm going with AD. Obviously his history shows with Jokic that he dominates against him. So obviously I'm going with AD all day, every day. So for sure. Let's see here from Rabbit. And I think this will be the last question, guys. I think we already mentioned my question, and I really appreciate that. So, and I really went over my limit here. So I'm going to end this live stream pretty soon, but I'll read this last question from Rabbit. Reeves, Hachimura, Vanderbilt, and Walker needs to stay. There's no doubt that Reeves will stay. Hachimura will stay. And Vanderbilt is already staying. The Lakers already picked up his player option, so he's already under contract with the Lakers. Walker, that's a bit questionable at the moment. Sure, he has been dominating for these past couple of games, and obviously he is part of the Lakers rotation now in this playoff run. So, but at the same time, the reason that he signed with the Lakers in the offseason was because he wanted to get paid. And that's what similar situation of what Malik Monk did. He signed that 1-year contract. He dominated with the Lakers last season, and he obviously now plays for the Kings, and he got paid. So I think it's a similar situation of what Lonnie Walker wants to go through. But if somehow if he finds a role, if Rob Pelinka promises a role on the team, you never know. Maybe he will come back, and maybe he will sign in the offseason, maybe like a friendly contract, maybe like a 2-year type of contract around $15 million. I mean, or maybe $10 million. Maybe he'll sign a taxpayer mid-level around 2-year type of deal. But I like for him to come back, but I just don't see that happening. I mean, it just obviously how the season went for him. First, he was a starter, then he got injured, then he worked his way back into the rotation, and then he fell out of the rotation after the trade deadline. So, with that, I believe that it's unlikely that he will be coming back to the Lakers, but, sort of remains to be seen if that will potentially be it. So, but, we just have to wait and see about that. But make no mistake, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, those are the top priorities that the Lakers need to do to bring back those players. and also D'Angelo Russell. Those are our guys that the Lakers need to bring back for sure. So yeah, guys, I mean, this has to be one of the longest live streams that I did on this channel. So thank you to every single one of you for being a huge participant of this live stream. Once again, guys, I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream after the Lakers beating the reigning champs in the semifinals, in the playoffs, and in convincing fashion, I might add, a blowout. So being the reigning champs there, it was obviously a good feeling there for the Lakers, especially for LeBron, who obviously knows his team, the Golden State Warriors, front and back. So, with that, he achieved the goal, and the Lakers dominated. They dominated, and now the Lakers are going to be moving on into the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets. It could be on Tuesday or it could be on Wednesday. I don't know the scheduling at the moment, but I may go with Rabbit's, scheduling. It could be Tuesday, so for sure. But I won't be surprised if it's on Wednesday. So, and if it's on Wednesday, that's great because the Lakers will get more resting time. But it is what it is. They already are getting rested now after this win, and now they just have to look at tape and film and see what the Denver Nuggets are all about. So, and I really can't wait for this matchup to begin for the Lakers heading into a new series and a new opportunity for the Lakers to dominate once again and hopefully achieve the goal and maybe get further into the playoffs and potentially to the finish line against, in the NBA Finals against a Eastern Conference team. So really can't wait for that. Really can't wait. And now, guys, I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Please follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button so you will know when I go live of every single Lakers post-game show. But if you haven't, please follow me all across social media because I will be active on those social media sites. And of course, I'll be in the community chat or community tab, for all of you for any news update speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers. And, guys, when it comes down to it, I mean, I really do appreciate all of you for all your love support, especially for those of you who are in the comments. And good night to you, Rabbit. I really appreciate your support on this channel and all of you really for your love support. And want to thank Rabbit. I want to thank Turbo and also Eddie. Eddie, thank you for being part of this conversations, and you had some really good ones. I really appreciate it. And Straight, thank you. And also Hunter. Thank you, Hunter, for your comment and your conversations that we had. I really appreciate it. And thank you, every single one of you, for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. And, by the time we reach, when I go live again, it will be the Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. So stay tuned for that. Hit that notification bell and follow me all across social media. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Please ignore this. There we go. I hid it. There we go. Ignore that. I just wanted to answer that question. So, and I got some, obviously the response were expected. And I really do appreciate the conversation that we had. And once again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers, and congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers on reaching and advancing into the Western Conference Finals. And now they'll be facing the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. Really can't wait. Let's go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.